Hey everyone, welcome to another review. I'm Z, this is my dad.
How y'all doing?
And today we're reviewing The Last Boy Scout from 1991. We're doing this for the opening weekend of the football season. Dad, tell them about the story.
Well, it's basically about a ex-Secret Service agent. Now he's a private detective and an ex-football star investigating the murder of the ex-football star girlfriend, where she had information where he thought it would help him get his job back. Well, he thought that she thought it would help him get his job back. And yeah, it gets into the I guess the political side of the football.
I will agree. My review of the movie, I liked it.
Yeah.
I'm not a very big sports fan, but I like this one.
You mean sports fan?
Sports.
Yeah.
Thank you. I like this. I like the characters in it. I like the story. I like the scenes. I like the shots, of course.
Yeah.
My thing. Overall, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
What you think?
Oh, I love the movie. It's one of the movies from my childhood. That's why I always told you that I thought you would like seeing it. But yeah, it was a good choice for, like you said, the opening week of football. But I always loved the movie when I was young.
You may get the characters?
Yeah, go ahead, start off.
We can start off with Joseph. I liked him. I liked his relationship with Rowan. I like how, I'm gonna get to this now. That the ex-football star's name, what's his name?
Jimmy.
Jimmy was like his hero when he was playing. And so when he stopped and stuff, it like hurt him.
Yeah, he stopped watching football after Jimmy got suspended for gambling.
I also like how they showed that he's like, he shows like that he doesn't care about anything, but it really is because of how everything that happened to him. His wife's cheating on him.
Yeah, but
his daughter is.
I don't know if he act like he don't care about stuff, but as you see when it comes to them, stuff does bother him.
I'll say, like when he was talking to his wife, what she saying? Like they said you're a bitch.
When she was like when he caught her cheating and stuff and
with his best friend.
Yeah, and he was like, "What you want me to say to you?" And she was like, "Well, why don't you say you're a lying bitch? If it wasn't cops here, I'd spit in your face." And he said, "I wouldn't spit on you." But I like how they come back later on.
But anyway, I liked him as a character. Sorry to cut you off.
No, yeah.
What you think of him?
Oh, I thought Jimmy, he's a funny guy. He's on the, I don't really deal with that stuff, that the job he does, but yeah, he seemed like a halfway decent person, kind of funny. He think he's funny anyway. But yeah, he's fair, I guess. But yeah, he's a good guy.
My next character is Jimmy.
Okay.
I don't have much to say on Jimmy, so I'll let you go first.
Now, Jimmy, he's funny. I love Jimmy, but he's a good dude too. Cause like at the beginning, when they show him at the football team party or something at the house, and the lineman, he's trying to rape the lady. He's pushing her head underwater and said that he ain't gonna let her come from underwater until she starts giving him a blowjob. And Jimmy was like, "Man, leave her alone, man. She's gonna drown." And he was telling Jimmy, like,
"Why are you even here?
Yeah, you're not even on the team. You got kicked out the league." And then Jimmy threw the football. And it looked like it broke his nose, but I think it just busted his nose and dazed him. And he helped the girl out the water and told the dude, "Yeah, remember, best arm in the National League." But yeah, Jimmy's a good guy. And as we come to find out, even though Jimmy has a drug problem, but
he's been through so much.
Yeah, he's been through some things. I mean, playing football, he got kicked out the league for gambling, but also while he was playing, his wife got killed walking down the street while he was having the greatest game of his football career. But yeah, Jimmy's a good character too.
I like him. Like you said, he's funny. The whole thing with him and his wife, that made me sad. Talking about how he was having the best day of his life while she was pregnant with his son, and both of them were dying. And that's why he's on the drugs and stuff.
I mean, I don't know if that explains it. He told you also he was on the drugs because he was getting hit. Remember he said you taking codeine because your knees are shot. Then the next thing you know, you're eating Demerol with your pancakes. Yeah, so I guess it was more the pain. He couldn't really. I guess he wasn't a big guy that could deal with pain.
I'm saying I'm pretty sure that their wife and kid
Oh
didn't
yeah,
help.
it probably intensified it. Yeah,
I probably broke him down. I liked his relationship with what's his girlfriend name?
Corey. Mm-hmm.
How he's very sweet with her, but also when he messes up, he definitely feels it.
Yeah, when he cheating on her and stuff.
I like his relationship also with Joe.
Yeah.
I was like Jonathan.
Well, once they build up to the relationship, but they got good chemistry off the break.
But especially how they was just starting joking with each other, and just a few hours later, he's like, "I'll take the heat for this. Get out of here. Are you serious?"
Yeah.
And he came back for him.
And then it went all the way the other way. But we'll get to that later in the scene.
My next character, I think you can agree with this, is Milo.
Yeah, we both like Milo, even though he's a person that most people are not gonna like at all.
I know, I think he's awesome. One, he's funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
Two, he has his funny things of always calling people by their first name.
Yeah, he's very
when he said
respectful and polite, even though he's a cold-blooded
actually, I think
murderer.
Most of the funny things come from since he always say something and then says their last name, their full name with it.
Yeah. How you doing, Joseph? And all that type of stuff.
Yeah. I like how they show. I would like to see that. Why he's so loyal to what's his name, Shelly.
I
assume it's the money.
Yeah, he pays well.
But I'm just saying, if it wasn't the money, I would like to see what would happen.
I don't think him and Shelly would be very tight.
Just money, exactly.
Yeah, because you pay me to do something that I like to do. I guess it's a skill he has that he loves to do, and Shelly needs him because, well, Shelly's one of my characters I was gonna get into, but
no, you can get into,
no, because we're on Milo. But since we talking about how I feel about Milo, I like Milo because, like you said, he's polite. But he's straightforward.
He is.
Yeah. You know, he tell you how it is, and that's it. Because I'll get back to him on one of my scenes. But next, I guess, is my guy. I mean, well, he ain't my guy, but the guy I chose. Yeah, Shelly.
I didn't really have much to say on him, so I'm going to go after you again.
Yes, I know this is one of my favorite, but he's a cold-blooded piece of shit.
Yes, he is.
Hey, this... greedy, you know. I think a lot of major league or sports, the top 4 sports teams like the NBA, NFL, baseball, and I guess soccer and hockey. I'm sure some of them owners didn't like that because I think Shelly kind of resembled some of them, especially before like the sports betting stuff came up. What they basically talking about in this movie when, you know, what Jimmy say, only in football they put out an injury report. So the gamblers can know, okay, well, you the star player of the team, you hurt. The point of this, well, I'm going to put the money over here or whatever. So yeah, but Shelly, yeah, he'd do anything to anybody to get, and all he cares about is money and power. Because what, he ready to kill a senator? Because the senator, he wanted to give him the $6 million.
And he said, that's too low.
And the senator said, that ain't enough. He said, okay. No, he wanted to give him something else. And the senator was like, that wasn't enough. So he gave him the 6. The whole time, he's like, I'm not going to pay him the 6.
It'd just be...
Yeah, he was going to put the bomb in him.
No, I want to call him. He said, it'd be less expensive just to kill him.
Yeah, he said, I think it'd be less expensive just to kill a son of a bitch.
He's probably not lying.
Yeah. For nothing. I can give Milo whatever I give Milo, and
actually it's thousands.
Yeah, it's definitely not no $6 million.
I don't feel like he pays Milo enough
I mean, I'm sure he paid Milo well, but
I'm saying he doesn't put not enough stuff to him to pay him that much.
Yeah.
At best, he just has to kill people.
Yeah, but I'm sure Milo lives and has a lot of money.
Oh no, he's very well taken care of.
Yeah, but yeah. Then Shelly, I mean, yeah. And as you find, he had Corey killed. Then once he knew he was gonna have Joe killed and Jimmy, just because he was killing everybody that was involved with the whole thing, including the senator. So yeah,
I'll say my little piece one. Like you said, he's a cold dirtbag.
Yeah.
I like his how he talks and stuff.
Yeah, he's like a funny person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And how I also like that scene where he's like, "Boy, I can't take pain. Like, is pain."
Oh, when he's talking about, no, he telling Jimmy, he's like, yeah, Jimmy never could take the pain. That's why he said you got hooked on that Demerol. He's like, yeah, Jim, life is pain. Shot him right in his hand.
I know he said that after he shot him.
No, he said that first.
It didn't shot him.
He shot him in the hand. He told him after that, he took the handkerchief, let me throw it on the floor. He said, now walk it off, son. like you just little something minor happened. You just shot the man in his whole hand. But let's get to the scenes.
Alright.
What you want me to solve?
My first scene is a small scene, but it just made me laugh. I think you like it too. When they first introduced Milo, and he's like, "Hand me a gun." He's like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "Yes, officer. There's too many bullets in this gun."
Oh yeah.
And he's like,
"Naughty boy, Joseph. You killed the cop. You killed the police officer." So one of my scenes is, of course, the opening scene when they showing the dude singing the song leading up to the game. Then they showing the game people getting hit and it's raining, but it's halftime. And it's halftime, and I think the Stallions losing. And so when they go in there, the coach cussing them out and all that type of stuff. But then the dude, you can hear the dude in the background saying, Billy Cole. And they call and Billy look, and looking at him, he know who it is on the phone or what it's about. So then when he went to the phone, and like you said, this is when they introduce us to Milo's voice, but we don't see the face. And he, what'd he say? Because the dude called him Billy, but when he get on the phone, he said, "Hey, William, you need to start scoring some touchdowns, or else, if you don't start scoring, we're gonna kill you."
Oh wait, my bad. This is something.
Huh? Go ahead.
No, didn't want to interrupt you. I just thought of something I could have said for Shelly. That made me laugh because how he was saying, he was acting like he didn't know anything what was going on with William, and then he was. He was the one who told Milo probably to do that.
Yeah, but
my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, you could have said that for after what I was about to say. But and when he went to the phone, after that he took that big old horse pill, that PCP, and then he ran out on the field, and they called his number. That man ran about 2 guys over. After that, pulled that gun out, shot one guy in the eye. Shot one guy in the shoulder, shot the other guy in the leg. Win the touchdowns, when he scored, all the police and dogs and fans running on the field, the cameraman. And he just took the helmet off, got on one knee, what he said, "Ain't life a bitch," and blew his brains out. I said, God, the pressure he must have been under. I said, what Milo and them must have gonna do to him to make him do that craziness, yeah, he must have been very scared. I never understood it as a young kid, because I always wondered, he got all that money. Well, I don't know a lot of, but enough money. Man, where I would have had Milo and them killed.
Does he have enough money to do that?
I'm sure he got, there's guys out here that kill you for nothing. He could have, I'm a famous star, because I'm a star football player on a big NFL team. Yeah, gave one of them little dudes back then $2,000 to kill Milo. I know Milo, because you calling me personally, and then you must be a part of the team because you calling into the locker room, or you got enough info to get it. However it went, I'm sure Billy Cole knew who Milo was. I'm not killing myself, and I'm not shooting all them people who do 400 years in jail if I didn't kill myself. So what would have happened was I would have tried to score some touchdowns, and if I wouldn't have scored.
He's not a good Milo too.
No, matter of fact, after Milo called me, I would have called my guys. They'd be like, yeah, they talking crazy. The dude Milo, because I would have been had to hip him because I know he been knew that it could go to these levels with Milo and them. So yeah, he was crazy on that. But
my next scene.
Yeah, go ahead.
My next scene is Joe and his wife cheating when he gets home.
Oh, when he come home from Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he
checks the shower and he sees that.
Go ahead.
There's steam in it still.
Yeah, cause he walk in the joint and he see that when he go in the bathroom, he see the shower is wet and steam in the shower, but you know, I guess him being a detective, he see her hair bone dry. So that's what, like you said.
While she's not paying attention, she's looking under the bed, looking everywhere else, and he's like, "Who's in the closet?"
Yeah.
And she's like, I like how she's trying to say, "No, you need to go back to your psychiatrist."
At first, she was trying to be calm, yeah, but then he's like, "Who's in the closet?"
And then he said, a line, "Truth is a beautiful thing."
Oh no, because before that, she was like, "You want me to open the closet?" He's like, "Nah, don't open the closet." He said, "Cause on the count of 3, I'm gonna put 5 bullet holes in that closet." And then that's when he started saying, she's like, "Well, call your shrink, Joe." He said 1. And then he said what you said. Truth is a beautiful thing.
2. And
she said no. And then that's when his best friend came out.
And the funny thing is, rewatching it, you know he's in the house already, probably taking the shower. So while he's calling him, talking about the job.
Oh, when you go back and him and Joe on the phone before, you could see he got a towel around his neck or something. His head looked wet. Yeah, he definitely.
And I love how he walked out. He's like, "Where you want it?" What you mean?
Hit a gut. Yeah.
And then he blew up. And then, like we said,
after he punched him to the stomach, he went to the car and it blew his ass up.
And then that was the thing with his wife, where he was like, "What did she say? You're blind."
Oh, that's when she got the
Or if all these help were here, I'll spit in your face.
But see, that let you know how serious Shelly and them was though, to go on that scene, because they knew he was on the case. They killed him. Remember, then we found out later they put the bomb on Corey's car. So they put the bomb on his car and put the bomb on Corey's other car. But like we found out, they didn't know she had 2 cars. So, that's my next scene right there. I'm gonna chop up the scene because it's a long scene. When when Hollenbeck Joe first meet Jimmy and Corey when they at her when she at the strip club. And they come in after him and Jimmy have a little words, and he go outside and he waiting for her. And the dude come, one of the henchmen come and smack him on the head with the gun. But that's why I never understand the movies. I smack you on the head with the gun. Okay, drag you over somewhere. Why ain't just stab him, cut his throat with the knife? He do all this talk and walk him back dead, and he letting them talk about jokes about his wife and all that stuff. And then anyway, he wound up getting tricked, of course, and Joe killed him. But at the same time, Corey and Jimmy is leaving out, and she's telling Jimmy slightly about that some dude was threatening her life, and that's why she got Joe on the case. And he was like, "Man, the dude, I ain't worrying about him. If he come up, I'll smack him," and all that. And then he wound up falling on her, and they get in the car. But when he turned the corner, he didn't get right behind her. Somebody got in between them. And so when she crossed the light, but he was coming, he got caught at the light. The dude hit her, like bumped her, and she pulled over. And you can hear him saying, like, "Corey, don't get out your car." And she get out the car. As soon as she get out the car, dude come out that joint, man, hit her with so many bullets. And then, but you know, he crashed. But Joe wound up coming around the corner, killing someone. I love that scene. It's a lot going on, but yeah, it's a sad scene to see that girl get killed like that for nothing. But do you got another scene?
My next scene is Joe with his in the woods with the puppet.
With Milo and all them. When they about to kill.
And he's like handing the briefcase, Joseph. But after he switched the thing. He's like,
Oh, when the politician, the senator sent his bodyguards to pick up the 6 million, and when the dude took the suitcase out and looked, it was 6 million. But then Milo came over and said, "Hey, didn't anybody y'all frisk him?" And so when he put the suitcase back and he got his hands up, Milo and them said he could be having a wire on. He might be a cop. But the whole time when they put it back, you see the in the trunk it's spinning, and there's another suitcase right there. And as we find out, it's the bomb.
But anyway, they drive off with it, and Jimmy tries to save.
He pulled up with Joe and the daughter. Joe's daughter. Whole time he tell her to stay put, get out, and he get captured. She wind up having to come and kind of save both of them.
I love how she's trying to encourage him, like, try it.
Oh, with the puppet. Yeah, make them talk.
This is actually something you pointed out while he was joking, since there's the gun in the puppet. You see he keeps turning to every one of them, and you told me that it's because he's trying to figure out who he should shoot first. Yeah, like what would be the best option to hit first so they can make the getaway. Because to me, it looked like once at first he like, about the puppet, but when he put his hand in the puppet, you can see he smiling like, okay, he know he got something. But so then, like I said, he think he a jokester, but he also just trying to throw them off while he looking at their the surroundings and which be the best option, because he got his daughter with him and he got Jimmy with him. And they're outnumbered. Yeah, and they only got 5-6 bullets in that revolver. If they do true to real life, movies go crazy. Be a revolver they shoot about 10 times. But and then my bad, I didn't mean to cut your scene. And basically he kills all of them and it leads into a chase with him and Milo. Yeah, with Milo say, "Knock this fucker off the road, man." I love Milo's voice. He's funny as I don't know what. The reason that made me laugh because all the other times he was like, he was all proper or something. That's the first time. Reminded me of like a surfer or someone. Yeah. He went in California. He might have been a surfer. He got the bleached blonde hair and all that, with the comb over, like hanging over the front of the face, looking like a little boy. But all the other times, I like how he kept it with like, you sure you can have a drink, Joseph, or something like that, or James, or something like that. Yeah. But then but that time he's just like, man. Oh yeah. It just made me laugh. But you have another scene? Yeah, I got another scene, but I thought you was finishing what you was talking about. Oh yeah, I did. Oh no, my other scene is in the house, and we was talking about how Jimmy and Joe relationship built. Like after you told him, like when you said that he was like, after they got out the first time for Corey, remember they took both of them and they got out, and then the two dudes pulled up on them, and that's when they put the C4. That's why I said Corey had the bomb in the other car, because they was thinking that was a regular car. And the dudes pulled up on him and then he was beating them up. He had the big dude smacking him because they was laughing at the words he was using, how he was talking so proper and using big words. And then what happened? You said that the thing blew up, but my point was after that, Joe tell Jimmy, "Get out of here, I'm gonna take this one." And then Jimmy pick him up after the police let him go from the interrogation. But when they went to his house, because we forgot that, we didn't talk about that scene. When they went to Corey's house, after Corey got killed, Jimmy found them drugs and the tape and stuff in it. And the tape had the senator and Shelly talking about the money. But he fast forwarded the tape, and the dude, Joe radio in his car, it chewed up the tape when you fast forward. So, but anyway, later on, well, he found the drugs too with that. But so later on, when they went to Joe's house, and like I was about to get to my other character, was not really in the movie, but they speak on him, about him from time to time. Corey and Jimmy spoke about him when they was in the strip club before she got killed. And then he was in there, he was like, "Let's have a drink," when he went over to Joe's house and met Joe's daughter and his wife. And he was like, "Alex, the astronaut." He's like, "The astronaut's name is Alex?"
And it basically go back to when we was talking about him and his wife and his son dying. Mm-hmm. He explained that story, talking about how he was having the best game and all that stuff. And he got sad and he went in the bathroom. And remember, your man was coming in to give him some towel because he wanted to take a shower. Mm-hmm. And he seen him in there snorting the cocaine. He punched him in his face, flushed the drugs down the toilet. He was like, man, that was $1,000 worth of shit. And he went into how his life spiraled out of control.
And Alex was his son, and he was thinking all the things he could become. Yeah,
his son. Yeah, he basically told him that his son, when his wife got hit by the car and died, his son was in the incubator for like 17 minutes, and he fell asleep long enough to have one dream. And so, you know, I know that's tough. It was sad. So, and you know, I guess both of them had history, and then like he found out after Joe punched him in the face because he thinking Joe don't know him from nowhere. He just know he a player. But when he went outside, because remember when they first came in, his daughter was being real disrespectful because she couldn't go to the party. But when he went outside, she had the football card from her father, his rookie card. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry about earlier when I was being a bitch, but can you sign my card for me? He was like, cool. And he was like, oh, I didn't know you knew me. She was like, nah, my father was you was his biggest hero. He was like, Jimmy this, Jimmy that. He said, when you got kicked out of the league for gambling, he quit watching football. And he's like, oh, do he punch all his heroes? And he wrote on there to the daughter of the last Boy Scout. Yeah, but that's why I said, you know, they had their ups and downs, and still, even after that, Jimmy still came looking for him, which led to when Milo and them had locked him up. I mean, had kidnapped him from his house.
You have another scene before I do my final scene?
No.
My final scene is the ending scene. From when Milo kidnapped his daughter to, you know, the last scene in the movie.
Oh, okay.
That's
all that we were just talking about, lead up all the way to that. Yeah.
So basically we already talked about it.
No.
But so Milo kidnaps the daughter. Then he basically tells him, hey, come or I'm gonna kill her.
Yeah, bring the money to the Coliseum or I'm gonna kill your daughter.
Mm-hmm. And then, you know, what's his name? He's your guy, Shelly. Start going on them like how I said, he's like, the boy can't take pain. Shoot him in the head. Pain is life. He threw the little bomb thing.
It wasn't a bomb, it was a because remember before they went, they had got the box of bullets. Mm-hmm. And then Joe told Jimmy these are the type of I think he said SWAT teams or use to blow off locks. They explode on contact. And that's why he was like
it's the kind that shreds?
Yeah. Plastic kind. Mm-hmm. Those one of them plastic keys, you know, the kind that shred, looking at Joe so he know to get down. Because they was already, but Joe had already told Shelly the truth. He had got $6 million in the back of the white BMW. He's like, oh man, like, because he also told him they had the tape. And Shelly's like, if you had that tape, it would have went to the cops. He's like, nah, it would have went to the mob. Yeah, because y'all trying to start legalized sports gambling. He said that's about $2.5 billion of their income that they'd be losing out on. He's like, yeah, they ain't gonna like that. He said, don't be surprised, and that's when your part came up, when they gave the Godfather reference. He said, don't be surprised if you wake up tomorrow morning with a stallion head in the bed with you. Like, yeah, stop playing.
And then they both did individual things. I'm going to try and explain this fast. Jimmy rode a horse and threw a football at, what's his name, the senator, while Joe went up and fought Milo. So while the ball hit the senator's face, Milo shot the ball, and then he stupidly started shooting at Jimmy.
Yeah, well, because see, you could have went into more detail. You ain't had to speed through it. Mm-hmm. Because, well, when they was in there, like you said, and he shot Jimmy in the hand, Joe asked him, he was like, where's Milo shooting from? He said he's going to be in a very high enlightened spot, a high enlightened position. He said, but you don't have to worry about that because you ain't going to see it. And that's when the man was about to kill him. And he did what you said. The money's in the locker and threw the bullet in there. And they went over there, tried to get the key, and it blew up and killed Shelly Minnie. Shelly ran off. But when they left there, they knew they had to do two different things. Mm-hmm. Joe told him, "I'm gonna go get Milo, and you distract us, the senator." And he's like, "How I do that?" And he's like, "Man, I don't know, do something." And that's when he went on the field, like he said, got on the horse, interrupted the game, made the horse go on the field, got the football, and like you said, he was trying to throw the football to distract the senator to make him sit down. But like you said, Milo shot it, and I don't know how this worked. He shot the bullet, but shot the football. The football blew up, but the bullets, like, I don't think a football could slow down the force of a bullet like that.
I thought it
would have went straight through and at least hit some glass and hit the. They should have made it more realistic. But I'm saying.
I thought it was I thought the thing hit the senator back, so that's why Milo shot it, and it wasn't gonna hit him. I thought you were saying it was gonna hit the senator still. Yeah. But no, it makes sense if it hit glass. But I mean,
but like you said, maybe like you said, the window was open and the football hit his face and knocked him back and made the bullets miss. But the bullets still ain't hit nothing. Because remember, the senator was mad at Jimmy because he was like looking at Jimmy until Milo, like you said, I don't know why he did this.
Start firing.
Just start shooting at Jimmy instead of just shoot the whole
box.
This box up. Man, I mean, you don't care about nobody. You was shooting at the ground. Could have hit fans and cameramen and football players on the sideline and reporters. You should have shot that whole booth up and just killed the senator, his guards, and all that.
He did redeem himself by being smart and shooting down that helicopter.
He didn't shoot no helicopter down.
He
shot the cop out of the helicopter. Then they shot him down and
didn't like that.
Yeah, they shot him all up in his chest, and then he fell, and the blade knocked his head off.
No, I thought it just eviscerated him.
No, the blade on the helicopter bust his whole head open. That's why his head went up. I mean, that's why all the blood and stuff went on the windshield of the helicopter.
I thought his entire body though went through it.
I mean, it might have hit later, but all they show is like, because you still can see his white coat or whatever type of coat he had. The white coat, like the doctor's type of jump. But yeah.
And then, basically.
Oh yeah, when Shelly came out, and he
before that, Joe danced the jig.
Oh yeah, he said when he
if we survived that.
Yeah, they be successful in stopping the assassination, he gonna dance.
And so he danced the jig, and then Shelly showed up.
No, Shelly. Well, Shelly, all that stuff is happening simultaneously because Shelly is leaving out the stadium. And remember
before
before they killed Milo and all that. And he was like, "Oh, Joey went line and shot the window out of the thing and took the money." I mean, he thought it was the money because, like I said, Joe lied and said the money was on the back seat the whole time. The bomb was on the back seat. The money was in the trunk. And when he took that, went home, and the police, they was like, "Joe, I thought you said the money was on the back seat." After all that was over, and he was like, "It is." And you could see how him and Jimmy look at each other like, "Oh, he got the wrong bag." Because when he popped the trunk, he said, "Oh, here it is," and they knew for sure. Oh yeah, he got the wrong bag because they knew where they put each one at.
And it blew him up.
And yeah, they could still see in the distance up in the hills because they in Hollywood. I guess up in the hills you could see his mansion blowing up when he opened that suitcase up. But this is my thing also. Where did he thought he was going? He owns a football team. He was going to just disappear. I guess he was going to try to make it to one of them countries where they don't work with the United States, so they won't extradite him back. He had a bankroll. I guess he said he could pay them, and he just stayed there for the rest of his life. He's an older guy, so he probably had a couple of years left.
But this was the 1990s.
What?
No, I was just thinking, weren't most countries? No, they actually weren't. So you're right. I was saying, but the UN was formed by then, but
that don't matter. There's still a lot of countries that ain't got nothing to do with none of that. That's other stuff.
I would say since.
But
important thing is he would try to escape to another country.
Yeah. But you have anything else to say?
You?
No.
I guess let's end this. That's it, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Enjoy the football season, and post the next video in the comments below. Goodbye.
Yeah, on another note, we might have to redo that bullet train.
Huh?